Let's get right into it. Number 12. The brain, the drama queen of organs. If your organs were a group project, your brain would be the overachiever who insists on doing everything and then has a full-blown breakdown when the PowerPoint crashes. This 3-pound blob of electrified tofu basically runs the entire show, from blinking to existential dread. And when it fails, oh boy, it doesn't just fail. It stages an epic meltdown worthy of a reality TV finale. See, your brain needs constant blood flow and oxygen, and if it doesn't get them for even a few minutes, it turns into a diva and shuts the whole production down. Stroke? Seizure? Total blackout? It's like your internal operating system just rage-quitted. But the real kicker is how it tries to keep you from noticing. Ever fainted and thought, "Huh, weird?" That's your brain pulling the emergency brake before you do something truly stupid, like staying conscious while your blood pressure tanks. It's self-preservation through forced rebooting. And when it really goes off the rails, say with neurodegeneration, it gets personal. Memory loss, hallucinations, mood swings. It's like your brain is live-streaming its own decline. The cruel irony? The organ that defines you can erase you from existence. Basically, when your brain fails, it doesn't just end your story. It deletes the author's account. Number 11. The heart, overworked and underappreciated. The heart. That poor muscle that's been romanticized to death in poetry and then literally worked to death in real life. Everyone says, follow your heart, but maybe check if it's okay first. This thing beats over 100,000 times a day, every day, without a single vacation or union break. And how do we repay it? With stress, bad diet, and pretending 6 hours of sleep is fine. The heart is essentially a biological pump that keeps your blood moving, but when it decides it's had enough, boom, game over. Heart failure isn't some dramatic explosion like in the movies. It's more like your internal plumbing just starts backing up. Fluid in the lungs, fatigue, shortness of breath. Basically, your body starts drowning itself. And let's not forget heart attacks, the ultimate betrayal. A chunk of cholesterol just decides to block traffic in your arteries, and suddenly the heart is screaming, "I can't work under these conditions." It's your own circulatory system forming a union against you. When the heart fails, it's not poetic. It's just a burnt-out pump finally clocking out after years of unpaid overtime. Number 10. The liver, the unsung hero of your bad decisions. If your body had a janitor, it'd be the liver. It quietly scrubs out every toxic mess you dump into your system, alcohol, fried food, questionable gas station sushi, and it never complains. Until one day it does. The liver is basically a chemical factory and recycling plant rolled into one. It filters your blood, breaks down waste, and helps with digestion. But it has limits. Abuse it long enough and you'll meet its evil twin, cirrhosis. That's when your liver replaces healthy tissue with scar tissue, like someone patching bullet holes with duct tape. And the symptoms? Vague at first, fatigue, nausea, a weird yellow glow that says, "I'm becoming a cartoon character." Once it goes too far, there's no fixing it. You can't just rest your liver back to health. It's more of a sorry, we're closed situation. The tragic part? It can regenerate. You can literally cut off part of it and it'll grow back. But even that miracle can't keep up with years of cocktails and junk food. So yeah, when the liver fails, it's not because it's weak, it's because you used your body's janitor as a full-time bartender. Number 9. The lungs, the overachieving airbags. Breathing is one of those things you only notice when it starts going wrong. Your lungs have one job: get oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. It's simple, until they start acting like clogged sponges. Pneumonia, COPD, pulmonary embolism, take your pick, they all end with the same vibe: trying to breathe through a straw while running a marathon. The lungs are built like a pair of squishy trees, millions of little air sacs exchanging gases nonstop. When those sacs fill with fluid, collapse, or get blocked, it's like your personal atmosphere is shutting down. And let's be honest, you probably don't treat them well. Between air pollution, allergies, and that just one puff in college that became 10 years, they're doing the best they can. The scariest part? Lung failure feels like drowning without water. Your brain panics, your chest tightens, and every breath feels like it's on a countdown timer. So yeah, when the lungs fail, it's your body's way of saying, remember that thing we do every 5 seconds to stay alive? Yeah, not anymore. Number 8. The kidneys, the overqualified filters. Your kidneys are the pair of overworked interns keeping your bloodstream clean while the rest of your organs party. They filter roughly 50 gallons of blood a day and quietly dump the waste into your urine, which, fun fact, is basically the report card of your internal hygiene. But here's the thing. Kidneys are control freaks. They don't just filter, they regulate blood pressure, balance electrolytes, and keep your body chemistry more stable than your group chat. When they start failing, it's like a chemistry experiment gone rogue. Toxins build up, your body bloats, and suddenly you're on first-name terms with a dialysis machine. The problem is, kidney failure is sneaky. You won't even notice until it's almost too late. They're like the coworkers who never complain. Then one day they quit and take the Wi-Fi password with them. You wake up puffy, exhausted, and wondering why your pee smells like the ghost of your past decisions. And dialysis? That's basically an artificial kidney, a machine that does their job for hours every few days. It works, but it's not a lifestyle. It's more like a lease on life with no warranty. So yeah, when the kidneys fail, it's your body's way of saying, congratulations, you've been promoted to part-time robot. Number 7. The pancreas, the glucose gatekeeper. Your pancreas doesn't get enough credit. It's basically the bouncer at club bloodstream, deciding how much sugar gets to stay and how much gets escorted out by insulin. It's a delicate balance, and when that balance breaks, welcome to the lifelong carnival of diabetes. Type 1, your immune system gets confused and nukes the pancreas entirely. Type 2, you wear it down slowly until it stops caring. Either way, your blood sugar levels go off-roading, and you start feeling like a phone stuck at 3% battery all day. The pancreas also makes digestive enzymes, so when that system collapses, food just sits there like an uninvited guest. Bloating, nausea, pain. It's like your stomach is hosting a rebellion. And let's not even get started on pancreatic cancer, which is one of the most aggressive and silent killers out there. So yeah, your pancreas might be small, but it's the difference between a functional metabolism and a sugar-fueled apocalypse. When it fails, your body basically goes, cool, guess we're improvising from here on out. Number 6. The stomach, acid with an attitude. Imagine living in a bag of acid that constantly churns, burns, and digests everything you throw at it, including itself if you're not careful. That's your stomach. It's a bubbling cauldron of hydrochloric chaos, turning cheeseburgers into nutrient soup. But the stomach is picky. Too much acid? Ulcers. Too little? You can't digest properly. It's like a moody chef that throws tantrums when you eat too late, too spicy, or too often. And when it really breaks down, literally, you end up with holes in your stomach lining. Ever heard of perforation? That's your stomach deciding it's had enough of your life choices and punching a hole straight through. Then there's gastroparesis, where the stomach just stops moving food along, like it's gone on strike. The result? Constant nausea, bloating, and a tragic relationship with soup. Basically, when your stomach fails, you get to experience the full power of your body's acid factory, turned inward. Bon appetit. Number 5. The intestines, the drama-filled conveyor belt. Your intestines are basically 25 feet of angry noodles trying to turn food into energy while keeping bacteria from overthrowing the government. They're delicate, emotional, and full of gas, like the world's most chaotic roommate. These guys handle digestion, absorption, and waste removal, all while juggling trillions of microbes. It's a miracle anything gets done down there. But when it fails, oh, you'll know. Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, intestinal obstruction, pick your poison. The symptoms range from mild inconvenience to, why is my abdomen auditioning for a horror film? Intestinal failure means your body literally can't absorb nutrients anymore, forcing you onto poor nutrition, a fancy way of saying dinner is now a medical procedure. And the worst part? It's all connected to your mood. Your gut has its own nervous system, the second brain. When it's unhappy, so are you. So the next time you're anxious, bloated, and miserable, just know your intestines might be hosting a riot and forgot to invite you. When they fail, your body basically stops being a self-sustaining organism and becomes a maintenance project. Number 4. The skin, the leaky barrier you call it. Your skin is your body's overworked security guard, constantly defending you against UV rays, bacteria, and your own questionable hygiene habits. It's your biggest organ, covering about 20 square feet, and it's the reason you don't just dissolve into a puddle every time it rains. But here's the catch, it's fragile. Too much sun, too little moisture, one wrong pimple-popping session, and suddenly your body's fortress has more holes than your excuses for not using sunscreen. When skin fails, it's not just cosmetic. It's catastrophic. Severe burns, for instance, can literally cook your body's protective layer. Without skin, your fluids leak out, bacteria invade, and your temperature regulation goes haywire. It's like taking the roof off your house during a hurricane and wondering why everything's wet. Then there's autoimmune skin failure, conditions like psoriasis or toxic epidermal necrolysis, where your immune system basically decides your skin is the enemy. The result? Peeling, pain, and the world's most horrific game of what body part hurts today. Your skin does everything quietly, regulates temperature, keeps pathogens out, even helps you make vitamin D. And how do you repay it? You sunbathe without SPF and skip moisturizer for 3 days. So yeah, when the skin fails, it's not just a rash, it's your body's last line of defense waving a white flag. Number 3. The immune system, the friendly fire unit. Your immune system is supposed to protect you. In theory. In practice, it's like a jumpy security guard who sometimes forgets who works here. It's a miracle of biological warfare, millions of cells coordinating to destroy invaders, and it's also one bad signal away from declaring war on your own organs. When it fails too little, you're defenseless. Even a mild cold can become a death sentence. That's what happens with HIV or congenital immune deficiencies. The body just gives up on playing defense altogether. When it fails too much, though, you get the opposite problem: autoimmune diseases. Lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, all proof your immune system sometimes just wants to watch the world burn. And then there's sepsis, the final boss of immune failure. It's what happens when your body's response to infection gets so aggressive it ends up killing you instead of the bacteria. Basically, your immune system throws a grenade at a mosquito. So yeah, the immune system's great when it's balanced. But when it fails, it either lets you die from the sniffles or decides you are the sniffles. There's really no in between. Number 2. The reproductive system, the drama department. The reproductive system doesn't keep you alive, but it's definitely the most dramatic about it. Half the time, it's trying to make new humans. The other half, it's busy sabotaging your mood, your comfort, and your ability to think straight. When it fails, the effects are weirdly personal. Hormonal crashes, infertility, endometriosis, erectile dysfunction. It's like your body's trying to send you passive-aggressive notes about your lifestyle. And don't even get started on menopause or andropause, the built-in factory shutdown modes that come with bonus anxiety, insomnia, and a sudden desire to Google supplements at 2 a.m. From puberty to reproduction to decline, the reproductive system runs on a cocktail of hormones so volatile it could probably power a small city. It's incredibly complex, and also incredibly easy to break. A single misfire in the pituitary gland and suddenly your body's like, "We're not making babies anymore, thanks." When it fails, it doesn't kill you, usually, but it does remind you that biology doesn't care about your plans. Basically, your reproductive system is that moody artist roommate, brilliant when inspired, unbearable when not. Number 1. The circulatory system, the endless loop from hell. Imagine managing 60,000 miles of pipes that run nonstop for your entire life. That's your circulatory system, a blood highway connecting every single part of you. It's a marvel of engineering. It's also one clogged artery away from catastrophe. When it fails, everything fails. Heart, brain, kidneys, they're all just passengers on the blood train. Circulatory failure can mean shock, internal bleeding, or full-on collapse of the body's power grid. Your organs suffocate without oxygen, blood pressure plummets, and within minutes, you're out cold. Sometimes it's dramatic, a massive hemorrhage or cardiac arrest. Other times, it's slow, a creeping loss of circulation that turns your extremities purple and your organs sluggish. Either way, it's like your body's entire logistics network just decided to go on strike. And here's the terrifying beauty of it. You can't feel most of it happening. 1 minute you're standing up too fast, the next you're tasting floor tile. Your circulatory system is the unsung infrastructure of existence. When it fails, it's not just one system going down, it's the entire city of you losing power. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.